about those birds, baby? All right, listen, man. I just want to get this pumped up stuff out the way because I'm excited. I'm happy, of what just happened. But let's get this out the way first before I get into actual details of the game. Eagles pull it out. Wentz, once again, comes in the clutch. There's one point in the game I'm watching, well, first off, I want to talk about, that one throw he made was absolutely ridiculous. I think, like the announcer said, I think it was the best throw I've seen in the league, the best throw I've seen all year long this season. That one, and I think the one from Deshaun Watson, if you remember, he got cleated in the eye, he got cleated in the eyeball, and then somehow got up out of it with like one eye, threw a touchdown to win the game. Yeah, that and this, but that was more like because of his eyeball and stuff. Other than that, it was just a loft. This throw from Wentz, I don't know what the hell. That was something where I'm watching it. He rolls out, he throws, and I'm going, oh my God, that's intercepted. What the? I literally thought it was intercepted because I saw the corner go like this. And next thing you know, all you see is Miles Sanders on the ground with the ball in his hand like this. And I'm like, how the hell did he get the ball? And then I'm like, oh, he was probably out of bounds. Then they started showing like touchdown. I'm like, my jaw literally was hanging out of my mouth. Like literally, I don't know how he did that. That throw right there reminded me of when Big Ben in the Super Bowl against Arizona. Y'all remember that? Remember that? That throw against Arizona in the Super Bowl. Throws it to Santonio Holmes, I think it was, 2007. Right here, boom, between two guys. But the only difference was Wentz was running where Ben was stuck inside the pocket. But this throw was probably better, even though it wasn't a Super Bowl. But still, amazing throw. I mean, I was like, yo. I was like, that's the Wentz we know. That's the guy we drafted. The guy who's supposed to make throws like that. The guy, the Aaron Rodgers type, Andrew Luck type to make beautiful throws like that. That was insane. Does that good throw. Then after that, whatever, we're going, boom, boom, boom. And Wentz fumbles the ball. In the fourth quarter with only a few minutes left, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to lose this game. Somehow we held Washington to 3 points. And yeah, I'm going to say, people are going to say, somehow they suck. Well, I don't know. They would lighten us up. I'll get to that in a minute. He fumbles the ball. I go, whatever, dude. We lost this game. And I was watching my dad. He was pissed. He was throwing stuff, everything. But then next thing you know, in the clutch, he comes through. He comes through when the game was on the line. He comes through. Throws that ball right perfectly to the pylon where Greg Ward should be, where the ball would either be overthrown or go let your receiver get it. So there's no harm's way of it happening. 30-something, 26 seconds left, throws it up. Greg Ward catches it. I'm so happy for Greg Ward, a guy who was a quarterback in college, converted to wide receiver in the NFL because they told me basically he can't play quarterback in the league, basically, but he's athletic. Was just in the AAF, the football, the football league that just failed. It just failed a few months ago, just went under. But yeah, he was in there, then comes back to the Eagles, practice squad, blah, blah, blah. Gets promoted up to practice squad because all the injuries, literally makes the game-winning catch. And he started crying right after he caught it. You see him like this. He's just on his knees and he's like this. And the whole team is all around him, like doing the poses. I felt so happy for Greg Ward, especially for the Eagles to win this game. I felt great for Carson Wentz because, hey, man, you redeemed yourself coming off that fumble, back-to-back weeks, clutch moment, win us the game, all that. But for Greg Ward to catch it made it even better just because I root for guys like that, guys that were not supposed to be anybody. It was great. And it's so funny that literally this is how insane this is, and that's how bad our receivers are. Greg Ward was the only wide receiver on the field today to catch any passes. Literally. Like, the only people catching passes was tight ends and our running backs. Greg Ward was the only receiver to catch a pass. Whiteside didn't catch one. He had one that was a touchdown he dropped. Nothing for that guy Robert Davis we brought in. Nothing. Straight up, Greg Ward caught all the balls at the wide receiver position. The rest was tight ends and running backs. Miles Sanders, he balled out. He had this one play where I was like, Doug, you're getting a little risky. I think it was 3rd and 7. He runs the ball. Miles Sanders picks it up. Then next thing you know, it's 3rd and 11, dude. He runs the freaking ball. I'm like, all right, next thing you know, Miles Sanders goes around. I'm like, okay, he got the first down, and he breaks it for like 60 yards. Dude, Miles Sanders had the game of his life today. What do you have? A rushing touchdown. He had 120-plus yards rushing, a rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown. A receiving touchdown, I should say. That was insane. But let's get right down to it, though. I'm really excited about the win. I'm really pumped up. And I know it's a rivalry game. So anything can happen in rivalry games. And I know we had a lot of blowouts this year, and earlier on this year, the first game of the season was the Redskins, and they played us well, even in the first game of the year. But for the Redskins to out of nowhere, their bad offense, and their 3 rookie receivers and a rookie quarterback who hasn't been really anything, Dwayne Haskins, for the past few weeks, out of nowhere, they just started ripping us up. And Adrian Peterson somehow looks like he was coming back from the dead, like he was 22 years old again, ripping everything in the league. I'm like, yeah, this is not good. Next week you got Dallas with all those weapons. Nah, we ain't going to be able to contain them. But we'll get to that later. But that's how I felt. And I was like, there's no way how, like I said before, Seattle versus the Patriots, combined 34 points given up, combined those 2 games, against Miami and now the Redskins. It was 64 or 68 total points given up or some crazy number like that. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. 2 of the worst offenses in the league get ripped off on us. We shut down some of the top ones or top teams. But whatever. Defense was terrible today, and then they had their moments. And, at first this game was bad. Both sides of the ball were the most undisciplined I've seen. On the offense side of the ball for the Redskins, the defense side of the ball for the Eagles, it was flags. Literally for one whole drive, it was just flags. Whether it was backing Redskins up or giving them yardage. Backing up, giving them yardage. Backing up, giving them yardage. Backing up, giving them yardage. Of course, Terry McLaurin, their wide receiver, they drafted at Ohio State in the second round, who we could have damn took, if I'm not mistaken. I got to check the actual draft. Yeah, he rips us up again. 4 catches, 100-plus yards, a touchdown. Just like week 1, and just like he's been doing all year. And then we got to verse this guy twice a year for God knows how long, unless something happens to him. Whatever. We won the game, so I'm not trying to look down upon everything, but there was some things in this game where I was like, man, this is not good. Defense didn't really show up. They showed up when it mattered most at the end. They got better in the second half. Not amazingly better, but they got better. I will say this, the one touchdown by Terry McLaurin was a missed tackle by Avonte Maddox. He makes that tackle. That guy's not ripping it and going to the house with it, but still. Good win, though. I mean, somehow they're still alive and they're still pulling it, and Wentz is keeping us alive. Even though he had a mistake of the fumble, and I go, damn, they're about to score and win the game right here. We lost. Our season's over. Whatever. Put it in the bag. Whatever. But no, he redeems himself and says, you know what, let's do it. Marches us all the way down the field. Bam. Hits it right there for the game winner, back-to-back weeks. I love to see that because, this is the guy who's going to be your quarterback for the next whatever. And you want to see these moments. You want to see these things with a season on the line. Can he do it? Can he be clutch? Can he do certain things? And past 2 weeks, he's proved that, it's against teams that are not good and this and that. But still, being down against any team and coming back is clutch and is a defeat within itself. That was awesome. On to Dallas. We'll see. Here later this week, it's going to be a big game. This one's going to decide it all, in my opinion. Decide it all. Go Birds, flag was fly. Somehow we're still alive. Somehow, with practice squad wide receivers, guys that were used to be quarterbacks converted to wide receiver, are keeping us alive. Hopefully, for this Dallas game, we have Lane Johnson back. Hopefully, Jordan Howard finally comes back. And maybe whoever else. But let's go Birds. Just celebrate this win for now, even though it was ugly and even though it looked like crap and even though it was like, man, what the hell is going on? At the end, it was dramatic, and we won in that fashion. It made the game a little better, but you know what? Go Birds, flag was fly. I'm excited. I'm not depressed. I was mad during the game, and I still, throughout the week, am going to pick this game apart and look at it and go, why was defense bad? Why this? Why that? Da-da-da-da. But you know what? Go Birds. On to Dallas. This is going to be a fun one. Trust me on that. Like, subscribe, and comment below on your thoughts on the game. Let me know. Go Birds.